Shalom. I'd like to give all praises and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakapadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone and taught us the truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Welcome to today's lesson. Today's lesson is on Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. I thought that would be appropriate for today because the time is coming when it's going to be a famine in the word. Right now, the brothers is pushing and pumping out as many videos as they can every day, every hour, every minute. You got a brother every second. You got a brother from GMS for sure pumping out a video of edification, you know. That's just something the way it is. We continue to feed the sheep. Why? Because Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16, we are fishers of men right now. Okay? We are fishers of men right now. That's what we are to be doing. You see, because we're supposed to be practicing the rehearsing of the righteous acts, or obeying Yahweh's laws, statutes, and commandments. You see? But not with the judgments right now. Because we can't judge nobody. You know, we can't go and just slaughter and slay the gays, you know what I'm saying? For real, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and start it because when the time comes, yeah, it's going to be all out famine of the word. It ain't going to be no word out there to comfort anybody. Yahweh Shai, he left the comforter, the word, with us. So we'd have some inspiration, a guide, righteous instructions for us to live by, you see, and to govern our lives by, and to govern our situations by. Okay? So this is Amos chapter 8, verse 11. And it reads, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land. You see? What famine? A famine of the word. Of being able to hear the word. Right now, people can go out there in the world, in the highways and byways, and they'll see the brothers in robes with the Bibles preaching the word, the truth of the word, okay? As prophets do, in order to warn the people, to let them know, hey, what's about to happen and what they're supposed to be doing, flat out, you see. Not a famine of bread, no, but that too is coming, okay, when the time comes, when it's no food in the grocery stores and people are going to be going off, because they ain't gonna have no food. They're gonna be hungry. You know, I was just doing some work down there in my field, digging some post holes, right? Because Lord's will, I'm putting up a fence, okay, and everything. And so, because I need to put one up so I can, you know, have my field secure, you know. And what do you hear down there? Women and babies from the different houses, the neighbors and stuff. Women and babies. Women and babies. Toddlers too. Toddlers and babies. That's what you hear. Wait till when it's martial law. It's going to be a sad scene. Really, when the martial law troops come rolling down the street in the armored vehicles, telling all the people they got to come outside. The women lined up on one side and the men on the other. And when they say come out, you better come out. Because it's going to be a reconnaissance mission. They're going in. They're going to go into your house. They find anybody and they're going to be beat. Anybody they find in there going to be beat, possibly raped. Okay? And then drug out. If not killed. Okay? And then they're going to gather up everybody's food, canned goods, all the off-grid equipment, the little fire pits and propane stuff. You see? They're going to gather all that stuff up, and they're going to say, if anybody asks, and if they do give an excuse, they'll say that they're taking it to distribute it to people that need it the most. Bullshit, bitch. Bullshit. They're going to straight, flat out stealing, robbing the people. And the young men going to be lined up on the other side of the street. They're going to take them and march them down to those prison buses where they're going to be loading them on so they can take them to the boot camp. Because it's going to be the draft. At the same time, you see. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but and that is coming, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Because the words of the Lord are comforting. Do you realize the comforting of the word is the only thing that has made many of us hold on? Just hold on until one more hour. Just hold on. You see, just hold on. So when the time comes, when people lose it, when they lose the word, and there's no more word, the famine of the word, they're gonna run for looking for the prophets. You know, people gonna come looking for to hear the word from me, because at that time it's gonna be all about the spiritual, and people are gonna be trying to reach out to hear comforting words of the Lord, because they did not study. They didn't study. They don't have no truth or nothing, no words of comfort in them already. They're not a vessel. So they don't have anything. They're empty. So brothers and sisters that's out there learning, continue to learn. Because that 11th hour, brother or sister, hope for the elect, may come your way. And all thing they're going to need to hear is a comforting words. The name. Say the name. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. You see. And that's all they're going to need. And they're going to believe and have faith from that moment forward. They're going to be the 11th hour. Hope for the elect. You see. You see. 1 Samuel chapter 3 verse 1. I'm going to read the precepts in this. And the child Samuel ministered unto the Lord before Eli. You see, the child. And the word of the Lord was precious. In those days, there was no open vision. You see, the people don't have no vision. They don't have any hope. And the only hope you're going to find is in the word. That's the only place you're going to find it. You see? You see? And it was precious. There was no open vision. Like right now, I'm low vision blind. Some of y'all know who've been following me. I'm low vision blind. That's the reason why I ain't been down to the camp, you know, to the GM at Detroit camp. I'm low vision blind. I can't even see to be down there with them brothers. You know, they can see, they healthy and well. They don't have a thorn. At least not a thorn where, you know, they got a health issue one way or another, you know. So, but still, I have more inner sight now that I'm low vision blind, more so than outer sight. Because when I had more outer sight before I came into this truth, I didn't have all this inner vision and understanding upon me, within me. You see what I'm saying? I didn't start getting all that inner sight until I started losing my outer sight. You see? That's how things start working. And again, those some of y'all already know that the way Yahweh started me out, he had me to the name of the Lord. Because the name of the Lord was not Jesus. And I knew it. I knew it. 1 Samuel chapter 28, verse 6. And when Saul inquired of the Lord answered him, not neither by dreams, nor by Urim, nor by prophets. Okay? Because it was a famine of the word. He did not receive it. Like right now, a lot of people receiving visions and dreams. The Lord said he shall pour his spirit out upon all flesh. That means everybody, even the heathens, even the Edomites, will have visions and dreams. But that don't make them a prophetess, and it don't make them a prophet. Remember, all the prophets were Israelites. You see, remember that. 1 Samuel chapter 28, verse 15. And Samuel said to Saul, why had thou disquieted me to bring me up? And Saul answered, I am sore distressed, for the Philistines make war against me, and God is departed from me. You see why? Because it was a famine of the word within his life, within around him, he didn't have that word and answered me no more. You see, because the time came when the Lord had removed the word. He removed it. So that way, hey, for those who studied, they had some power. They had something to work with. For those who did not study, they ain't had no power. They didn't have anything. Like the 10 virgins, 5 were ready and 5 were not. Second Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. That's the reason why we study, to show ourselves approved. To who? Not to man, not to man, but to Yahweh. A workman, you a workman then, why? Because you doing what? 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 10. You're doing your due diligence to show that the calling of your election is assured. So we study to show ourselves worthy unto who? Yahweh. A workman. We become a workman because what we're doing, the work. Why? Because we got faith. Yahweh has placed faith in each and every man, a measure of faith. And so the reason why Yahweh is expecting a certain measure of work. See? So when Yahweh shall get here, shall he find faith? Yes, within his brothers. You understand? A workman need not be ashamed. We don't need to be ashamed. What we need to be ashamed about? We doing the right thing, ambassadors of the truth of the kingdom of heaven. We are rightly dividing the word of truth. How do you divide the word of truth? By precepts. By precepts. Isaiah chapter 28, verse 9 through 15. You understand? By precepts is what we do. Neither by prophet nor by dreams. Therefore I have called thee, that thou mayest make known unto me what I shall do. Prepare yourself. Get ready. Gird up thy loins. Gird up thy loins. Loins. Okay? Gird them up, all right? Get them ready, because the time is coming. Remember in Luke chapter 22, verse 36 through 38. You see, Yahweh Shai made it clear. Buy yourself a sword. Sell your cloak if you have to, but buy yourself a sword. And the disciple did that, and they came back, look, Rabbi, we got two swords. And just because one who have a bow and an arrow, as David said, he's not going to trust in his bow and arrow for salvation, and neither will we. We won't trust in our bow and arrow in our sword for salvation. No. We will have these things. Why? Because Jake is in trouble. The 2/3, the zombies, and everything else out there. We are going to have the opportunity to pop off a few fools. And whether you like it or not, that's part of your deal. You're going to be doing some judgment on some fools. Whether you like, I don't want to hear that namby-pamby. Oh no, our weapons are not carnal. This is not going to be the time of Jeremiah chapter 16:16. No, and this is going to be the time of Amos chapter 8 verse 11, the famine of the word. We ain't going to be out fishing for men. No. But when a fool come our way, 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 6, since I is all right with the Lord, it is a righteous thing to recompense tribulation upon all fools who trouble you. You understand? You understand? So don't get caught up and thinking you supposed to be like a Christian. Oh, if you love JC, then you ain't gonna have no gun. You ain't gonna have no. You gonna just pray to the Lord, nigga. Yahweh Shai said, buy yourself a sword. He said, sell your cloak if you have to. Why? Because your cloak is only yours if you can defend it. If you can't defend it, then guess what? Your cloak ain't yours. Flat out. Flat out. You understand? And it's gonna be fun to pop some fools. It is. I'm just being honest. Don't get mad at me and say I'm bugging. I'm just being truthful. When the time comes, when you popping some fools, you is gonna love it, and it is gonna feel good. Yahweh Shai. This Psalm chapter 74 verse 9. We see not our signs. Why? Because of the famine of the word. People gonna be so empty. They ain't gonna have no way. Just wait till when they see dead bodies laying all over here and there and everywhere. Everywhere you look, can be dead body. And then what? The Bible says, let not thy flight be during the winter. This winter is going to be the power, going to be a power outage. Ain't going to be no electricity, no running water, no natural gas for cooking and heating, and no gasoline distributions for commuting, no food distributions, none of that. All the electricity out, then all the banks going to be closed, all the ATMs going to be shut down, people not going to be able to access any monies. The US dollar is going to be collapsed. It's going to be collapsed. People are going to be mad about it. You know what I'm saying? And so they're going to have to declare martial law. And so conveniently, at the same time, after that, right conveniently, 1, 2, 3, they're going to declare the draft. You see? Hand in hand. Hand in hand. There is no more any prophets. You see, when the time comes, it ain't going to be no prophets out there. A man's going to desire to hear the word. If he's not able to motivate himself, and it says somewhere, but it says somewhere in the Bible there, where if you're able to motivate yourself with your videos, hey, that's a good thing too. Why? Because you somebody that needs motivating too. And if your own words of the Lord that he placed within your mouth, remember that. Yahweh places it within our mouths what it is for us to say. So if he places some words within our mouths that comforts us in our own video, then guess what? That's a will, an act, and the way of Yahweh, what Yahweh shine. That Yahweh is using us, our own selves, to motivate and inspire ourselves and to keep us going on and to keep us being strong. Because there have been times when I've listened to my own videos and I was like, what? I said that? I didn't know I said that. And it was so motivating, so inspiring. Neither is there among us any that knoweth how long, you see, until the cities and towns be wasted. You understand? That's how long. When there's no more a word being issued out, when there's a famine of the word, how long will it last? Until the cities and towns are wasted, you see, and completely destroyed, you see. I'd like to take the time to remind you to press the like button, okay? Press the like button. That helps out for the algorithms of this YouTube channel. And if you would, please, press the subscription button and the notification bell. That way you will receive special notification alerts each time that I release a new video for your spiritual edification. And as always, as good shepherds of the Lord, our job is to feed the sheep. And throw out ever so much, brothers and sisters, for tuning in. We only seek to enlighten you with the truth. Okay, because that's all that we looking for is the truth. And you tuned in because that's what you looking for, the truth. Let's get back to the word. This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 6. And I will lay it waste. What waste? Babylon. You understand? It shall not be pruned. It shall not be pruned. That means no care for it. Nor did. That means no type of special aeration, nothing. But there shall come up briars, you see, and thorns. You see, all the worst of everything. Everything that you don't want, but there will be no harvest. Will also command the clouds, the chariots, that they rain no rain upon it, upon your land, upon America. It's going to be a lot. America's wells are going to dry up. The least of the flock is drawing them out. Those over there in the Middle East call themselves Israeli. You've noticed you've never seen, have you ever seen Israeli in the Bible? Have you? I haven't. The time is coming when they're going to get their just end. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20. And though the Lord gives you the bread of adversity, you see, and he does, you see, and the water of affliction, yeah, I'm low vision blind, yeah, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore. You see, when that time comes, you see, by thine eyes shall see thy teachers. And see, when people see the prophets, that's now. That's right now, receiving this word now. But the time is coming when they ain't going to have the word. We're going to read one more of these and close it out. Let's see this. This is 21, verse 21. And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way. Walk ye in it. You see, and that's this path, this righteous path that we're on. You got to walk this way. You understand? Because it is that one path where it's water on one side and fire on the other. You got to walk this narrow path. Got to tightrope it. For it is the only way to go, and there is no such thing as letting go of the plow and going back into a society that's being destroyed. Nope. When ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left. You see? There's the things that are going to be going on. Ezekiel 7:26. Mischief shall come upon mischief. And I'm telling you, iniquity upon iniquity. It's going to be bold as hell. When you see babies, children, walking down the street without a mama and daddy, and they're going to be like 2 and 3 years old, just wandering up and down. They don't know what to do. They mom and daddy dead. And they seen their mom and daddy get killed. Just wait till when you see heart-wrenching moments like that, and then coming up behind the little 2 or 3 years old, some wolf or creature or a big-ass dog, and the baby turn and take off running, and they know they 2 or 3 years old, they can't run fast enough, and the thing grab one of them and just start ripping them to pieces, like the same way they do a cat. You wait till when you see horrific ass shit like that. Judgment is never really pretty to see. But it must. And rumors shall be upon rumors. You see? Lies upon lies as well. Then shall they seek a vision of prophet, of the prophet. You see? What is it? Psalm chapter 110, verse 3, I do believe it is. In the day of thy power, thy people shall be willing. Yeah, the people going to be willing. They're going to be willing for real big time to hear what this prophet got to say. They're going to want to know what the word was saying. They're going to want to hear the word, because the time is coming. When there's a famine of the word, there ain't going to be none out there. It's going to be illegal to preach. Okay? It's going to be illegal to preach. But the law shall perish from the priest, you see, and counsel from the ancients. That means the prophets, even a senior citizen, an old man or old woman, knowing the truth about who we are as a people and our tribes and all that, they won't be able to speak of ancient days. It's going to be over. You see? It's going to be over. One more, this last one, we're going to read this and close it out. This is Micah chapter 3, verse 6. Therefore, night shall be upon you, that ye shall not have a vision. You see that? The word is going to be gone. Many of the people walking around lost right now. They lost right now. They are lost, and they don't know what to do. They ain't got no inner sight, nothing. Just dumbasses walking around 2/3 and terrors. And it shall be dark upon you. That means dumbness. No vision, no light, no wisdom, nothing. That ye shall not divine. You saying that? Not have any power, not have anything. And the sun shall go down over the prophets. That's it. The day is done. You should have got some. You should have studied to show thyself approved. You understand? To Yahweh. You should have been out there. Like the 5 virgins, you should have kept some oil. So that way you could have trimmed your lamp. You see what I'm saying? And the day shall be dark over them. ICBM blasting and booming, it's going to make daylight seem dark. When those blasts and blooms from those ICBMs going off everywhere, all over America, it's going to be horrifying. We are looking forward to be raised up in the chariots by Yahweh Shai. That's what we're looking for. Because that is the only way that we know that we getting up out of here. We ain't got no consolation of any kind that we want to hold on to and try to equivalate that to the kingdom of heaven. That ain't possible. That ain't happening. Okay. Flat out. Flat out. And so brothers and sisters, stay strong. Hold on. We ain't got long. Just maintain what Yahweh Shah said. Keep yourself occupied in the word until he returns. You see. And keep doing your work because your works show that you got faith. And every man, Yahweh has placed faith in a measure of faith in every man. So Yahweh is expecting a measure of faith. So Yahweh Shai, when he get here, shall he find faith? He better, because if he don't, guess what? You being slaughtered, but you been laying around in your dust, and you ain't been doing like you supposed to, flat out. You that servant, that lawful slaughtering servant that didn't do what he's supposed to. When Yahweh gave you their talent for you to invest, you hid it in the ground. You wicked ass servant. Your ass gonna be tossed into utter darkness, and what you had gonna be given to to him who had 10 tokens. You know what I'm saying? Because he invested, took the time to do right. So what are you doing with the word of the gift that the Lord gave you? Are you doing something with it? Or are you sitting up, laying on your dust? And if so, Yahweh Shai is going to sift all to Jerusalem with a candle. He's going to find your ass, boy, and that's it. He's going to blow your candle out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so, flat out, we'd like to give all praise. We're going to end it off. We'd like to give all praise and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us this true peace. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Stay strong. Shalom. Uh-oh, this light is shining real bright.